Guys, I will be at the NBA Summer League in Vegas this year. If you see me, don't hesitate to say what's up. You guys know that as a basketball junkie, the Summer League is one of my favorite times of year, so I had to pull up and plan to do so every year going forward. Now, as for the Oklahoma City Thunder, I did not know that the Thunder were going to go this hard for the NBA Summer League. Just look at their starting lineup for their 2023 Summer League debut. To start the NBA Summer League, they started Trey Mann, who did this.
Just kind of. That was a pretty good play.
They also started Jalen Williams, the big man, who's a smooth winning player and quiet sleeper from that 2022 draft class. They also started Ousmane Dieng, who I love as a prospect. He's 6'10", has a nice handle and good court vision. He was one of my guys from last year's draft class. Now get this. They also started Chet Holmgren, which by the way was great to see and easily understandable. But starting Jalen Williams too? That right there is disgusting. In all seriousness, Jalen Williams was quite literally on the all-rookie first team last season. When it came to Rookie of the Year, he would finish second, only trailing Paolo Banchero. And there are some people out there that believe that he actually should have finished first. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, guys. I'm just a big-time J-Dub fan delivering some big-time J-Dub propaganda. Truth be told, him and Trey Murphy are probably my two favorite players at the moment. I think that the 6'6" J-Dub is destined for stardom, and yes, I felt this way before he was even drafted too. At Santa Clara, this guy popped off of the film. He had the ability to do everything. He was never the fastest player, but he was always incredibly long, incredibly athletic, and incredibly smart. When the Thunder drafted him, admittedly, I was furious because I didn't really know how he would fit into their lineup. And let me tell you, that was a mistake. The Thunder have shown us time and time again that if you have talent as a prospect, they will make it work. They prioritize player development over there, and that's a huge reason that I am so excited that they were able to land Chet in the same draft last year. We may wind up looking back at that 2022 Thunder draft class and asking ourselves, how in the world did we let them get away with this? Especially if Chet ends up being what we know that he can be. And for better or for worse, let's just say that we've been getting a glimpse of that in the NBA Summer League. And that's something that we have to talk about, but first, a word from our sponsor. Today's content is brought to you guys by Chime. Let's be real, guys. Good money habits start with Chime. And whether you just started your first job or just really want to get things right, Chime is giving you the opportunity of a lifetime. Because with Chime, you've always got the opportunity to get on the right financial path. When you sign up with Chime, you get access to benefits like getting paid 2 days early and fee-free overdraft for up to $200. Also with Chime, there are no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and no direct deposit required to become a member. Head on over to chime.com/coop and sign up for a Chime checking account today to link your first paycheck. It only takes 2 minutes and it also doesn't affect your credit score. Huge shout out to Chime for sponsoring today's content. Now let's read this mandatory disclosure. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank and member FDIC. Chime checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. So let's just get this out of the way. A player cooking in the Summer League does not automatically mean that a player is going to be the next big thing. The same way that a player struggling does not mean that their career is over. Just look at this list of past Summer League MVPs. The last Summer League MVP that became a star was Damian Lillard, and that happened all the way back in 2012. I remember in 2018 when Trae Young struggled really bad and early on in the Summer League, some people were already trying to label him a bust. This led to Trae telling everybody to keep that same energy, and regardless of if they did or didn't, many more special passes like this would happen throughout Trae's career. Ironically enough, this same clip was actually posted by the Hawks, July 2nd, 2018, and the comments really do tell you all that you need to know about NBA Summer League overreactions. Now, while I am guilty of overreacting to the Summer League also, I think that I've gotten a lot better. and have become a lot more practical with my judgment. With that being said, I think that I speak for everybody when I say that I've loved what I've seen from the 7'1", now 208-pound unicorn so far. This year, Chet has continued to build on the foundation that he laid last year, where he averaged 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 blocks in the NBA Summer League.
Watch the game. You've watched Dirk Nowitzki take the hit and fade back. About being aggressive. Law tries to climb the mountain. It's
a great find, and then J-Dub finds Holmgren.
Before Chet went down with an injury that he suffered guarding LeBron on a fast break at the crossover Pro-Am, where LeBron was literally going half speed, he was showing everybody why he should be the number 2 overall pick in the 2022 NBA Draft. What's truly wild is that after Chet went down with this injury, the game that he was playing in would go on to get shut down in the second quarter because of the condition of the court. To quote ESPN, the unusually humid day in Seattle combined with a full crowd caused repeated wet spots and condensation. Though it's believed that the conditions weren't linked to the injury, that is still not exactly what you want to hear. Anyways, Chet suffering that Lens Frank injury to his right foot at the Pro-Am would cause him to miss the entire 2022-23 season, and it would also cause Sam Presti to release this statement saying this: "Certainly we are disappointed for Chet, especially given the excitement he had about getting on the floor with his teammates this season. We know Chet has a long career ahead of him within our organization and the Oklahoma City community. One of the things that most impressed us during the process of selecting Chet was his determination and focus. We expect that same tenacity will carry him through this period of time as we work together and support him during his rehabilitation." Though Chet going down with an injury was everybody's biggest fear, there was some good that would come from it. Other players would get more opportunity, and Chet would get the opportunity to work with an NBA staff, while also getting some time to add functional muscle to his frame. Coming out of Gonzaga, Chet was 7 foot, 195 pounds. Now he stands 7'1", 208. I'm not sure what you guys think, but to me, Chet definitely looks like he's added some noticeable mass, and look, I know 13 pounds might not sound like much, but it can make a world of difference for a player that is as thin as Chet. I don't think that Chet needs to turn into prime Dwight Howard or anything like that, but if he's going to play the 5 for this OKC team that is short on big man talent, then the additional lean weight will only help. With that being said, I really don't want him to go overboard and gain too much weight and lose part of what makes him so special. Having range as a shot blocker is a skill in itself, and I can already tell that the range that Chet has as a shot blocker is going to be elite at the NBA level when my man is already doing things like this in the NBA Summer League.
Quick 8-point quarter. Ball's loose, good defense by him. Ochai puts his shoulder down, races to the rack, and again, another.
Chet isn't just blocking shots, he's destroying them while showing versatility at the other end. For everybody that thought that Chet would be a bust because of a bad quarter in his first game back after missing over a year of action, I'm telling you that at worst, he'll be a good player in the NBA that will make a lot of money. All he literally has to do is protect the rim at the level that we know that he can and has shown us in the Summer League, and he will be good. I mean, this guy averaged nearly 4 blocks a game at Gonzaga for a reason. Now, before I get too ahead of myself, he also has to remain healthy. The bad news here is that he's already had one major injury affect his career as an NBA player. The good news is that he seems to be completely over that injury.
I mean, the foot feels great. It's like the injury never happened, other than everything I had to go through, obviously. But at this point, if you erased my memory, I wouldn't know that anything had happened to my foot, other than the scars from surgery. But conditioning-wise, there's millions of hurdles that you have to go through in the process of returning to play, and not being able to play a game for a year, it's really hard to kind of test and see where you are, and then coming up to the elevation, that just adds another factor to it. So it's definitely something that I have to continue to work on, and I'll be ready by the time training camp starts. I feel like I'll be have myself prepared to be in season shape.
With Chet, there's a lot to love. At Gonzaga, not only did he average nearly 4 blocks a game, but he also shot 39% from 3, taking over 3 of them a game. At Gonzaga, Chet played with a high IQ, played within himself despite being able to handle the ball at his size, and despite his frame, he was aggressive. Don't let his size fool you. The man is a dog, and you're not cooking Steph with his own move in high school at his own camp any other way. The Thunder definitely got a good one with Chet, and he couldn't have landed at a better organization for his development. Just watching the Summer League, you can tell that the Thunder get it. They don't want their players to limit their talent. The Summer League is the time to get a feel for the game, experiment, and work on your weakness if you are a prospect. Honestly, sometimes I do feel bad for the guys trying to make it and wish the Summer League was longer, but that's a topic for another day. Guys, let me know what you think of Chet and everything in the comments below. Clicking the video on the screen right now is a great way to support my channel. I'm GETLIKECOOP, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.